Oh my god, taking a thumbnail will be the death of me. Hi guys, I'm Marley Silva and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm going to be discussing how to format an external SSD. So these are solid state drives, and this is a 14 terabyte HHD. Now, I guess we'll get into the difference between them first. So an HHD has moving parts inside of it. So there's actual physical mechanical pieces inside of the drive moving. So they are considered slower and less reliable. Let me fix my mic really quick before I forget. Oh my God, every time I don't forget to mute my mic on here, the audio comes out really shitty. Anyway, this has moving parts inside of it, which we discussed, and oh my God, my brain. Moving parts and slower, and it's less reliable. So this guy over time will slow down. It's not as reliable as an SSD, which has no moving parts, and the read and write speeds are significantly faster. So this is a lot more reliable because there's no moving parts that can fail or break inside of it. Now, these are not perfect. They can still fail and break, of course, like anything in life, but the likelihood is less-ish because there's no moving parts inside of it. So these have quick read and write speeds. I actually started editing my 8K YouTube videos off of these, and I've had zero issues, arguably faster than my actual hard drive, which is wild because I have an M1 Max computer. So my computer was, you know, quite the investment. It wasn't just, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna, you know, get a shitty computer. Like, I literally have a MacBook Pro 16-inch M1 Max, 1 terabyte, and then the specs of the machine are fully spec'd out. It's the highest spec you can get, and then I just got a terabyte of storage. So these are faster editing off of. I've had zero issues. I'm really impressed. I got two. This one, they're both 2 terabytes. One in, I think, like a blue color and one in a stone color. I got them in different colors so I could tell them apart, and yeah, they're both 2 terabytes, which will be more than enough for this journey of making videos. The audacity of men, I literally cannot. Okay, and then as for this one, the difference between them is, like, I will actually edit my videos off of these, store footage. The read and write speeds are extremely fast on these drives. As for this one, this is more of like, I leave it at a desk. So over there, I should have brought it over, but I'll insert a picture. I have a 18 terabyte G drive. So it is a faster drive. It does do power out, like power supply. So it is a faster drive. However, it's not something you can edit off of. The read and write speeds are not as fast. So what I'll do is when I'm ready to take a huge project from one of these, like 2 terabytes, and dump it, I'll go to the 18 terabyte or now the 14 terabyte, and I'll just drag everything, dump it on that drive, and then wipe these guys out and start more projects. So these are really, this is really just a home base of, I'm not expecting it to be the fastest drive in the world. I'm not expecting crazy read and write performance speeds from this. I'm really just taking everything, dumping it on it, and leaving it there as kind of like an archival moment. So yeah, I love these big ones for that purpose, and these ones for that purpose. So that is the difference between HHDs and SSDs, and kind of their use cases and what I use them for. What I've noticed is the best in my lifestyle and my workflow. Bubbly break. Should that be a new thing on my channel? Bubbly break. Anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna get my computer out and start screen recording on my computer. And we'll do a sit down as well as a screen record so you guys can see what I'm doing, and we'll talk. I need something to open this. I don't have anything sharp. I really came prepared. I'm literally going to my best friend's for dinner tonight, and she's making me dinner. And I'm like filming this before I'm going. Oh. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna have to plug this into power, aren't I? Oh. So just for you guys, excuse me, this is a Seagate 14 terabyte. Now I haven't heard the best reviews of Seagate, so we'll see how it goes. The other one I have is a G drive. SanDisk has been kind of sketchy with their drives as well, but the G drives I know are good quality because the G drives have just always been good quality. Whoa, this is way too much. What the hell? What? We have every plug known to man. No. Over my dead body, would I plug this in a different country, would fry it. Okay. These look the same. What is the difference? Are they the same? Oh, one of them has holes and one doesn't. I think we do the ones that have holes here. I don't know. What does this one have? Hole. Yeah, this one, the one for my iPad has holes, so we're gonna go with the one with holes. Okay. I do not know what the hell that is. Slide this down. Push. Cool. I actually am a little impressed that they give you different options, but at the same time annoyed. Okay. So far, so good. Mm-hmm. Oh. This is so much packaging. And I guess it just stands like that. And then you take this. Okay, and then this side goes into your computer. Oh, it's a USB-A. I'm gonna need an adapter. I have one then. Ah! Hold on. Okay, I'm sticking the big hard drive up here. Do I have to turn it on or does it just stay on? That's the million-dollar question. Is there a power button on this thing? Because my G drive has where you actually have to turn it on. Or does this just do power and then it's on? I guess we're gonna find out. And then we're gonna open the SSD. Ugh. You guys, this is way too much packaging. Oh my God, the color is so pretty. I like this color, and I don't really like nudes and shit, but this one's pretty. It's gonna get super dirty though, but it feels so good. I love that. Love it. So much recycle, you guys. This is wild. All right, I'm gonna shove all of this. Is it focusing on my eyeballs? All right, I'm gonna go shove all of this in the garbage, recycle, excuse me. And I'll be right back. Woo. Okay, we are back. I now have my computer. So, Shift-Command-5 is screen record. Record entire screen. Record. Okay, so we are recording on my computer. We're gonna do the HHD first. I have to grab a dongle. Oh, okay. Now, I will stick a picture on screen of what this is. Essentially, this is a dongle that you stick into like so. USB-A. Okay, so this is what it looks like. USB-A into USB-A female into USB-C male. So it's just like a little chiclet looking thing. And I'm gonna wrap that around here. And okay, so the first thing that we're gonna do is open up Disk Utility. Now, I totally forgot last time, like when I was doing it, to do this step. So I'm going to show you guys, obviously, because I forgot last time. So you're going to take your drive. This is the HHD. And you're going to stick it in and pray that the computer sees it. Oh, I can hear some action from the drive. My heart just dropped. Okay, so it's not as fast as the G drive. I definitely, if you're going to invest in a literal massive 18 terabyte or 14 terabyte hard drive, I definitely recommend you guys invest in the G drives. They are high quality. The one I have is an 18 terabyte HHD, and it's the same as this one, but I've noticed just off the bat, it connects way faster. So there's the expansion. You guys can see it on the screen right here. We're in Disk Utility. Just gonna see if I can make this window bigger. So in Disk Utility, you have your internal disk. We obviously are not touching that. And then here's your expansion. So here's where it gets tricky, and we're gonna try both. So what I had noticed is when I had first done this, it looked like this. So when I first did it, everything looked like this. So my thought was, oh, I must be doing something wrong. What happens when you first open Disk Utilities, it'll look like this, and you'll be very confused and think or you might not be confused. You might just think, oh, I'm going to click on it. It shows it's full, and you'll keep erasing and kind of going through the motions, and it may work, it may not. And for me, at least, I got to a point where I was like going to bang my head against the wall, because I'm like, I don't understand why it's not working. So in that case, you're going to want to click on View, Show All Devices, and that's going to bring everything down into a chronological list so you can see what the disk is and what's inside of it. See the difference? This shows that there is a physical disk with this icon. However, see how this shows that it's full of, the 14 terabytes is full, whereas this one shows used 74 megabytes, and there's all that beautiful free space. So in order to format it and fix it correctly, you're going to click on Erase up here. Now, exFAT is for Windows and Mac. Mac OS Extended Journaled is for anything prior to Mac OS 10 point whatever, which I believe is Catalina. And APFS is the newer stuff, the new layout, anything past Mac OS 10, all the stuff we're used to on Silicon, all the new Mac OSs. So we're going to switch that from exFAT to APFS, and I'm going to title it Seagate 14 terabyte. So that's what I'm going to title it, APFS. Then we'll click Erase. This is going to erase and reformat the disk. You can hear the hard drive moving. It's so loud. Oh my God. Oh my gosh. The G drive is loud sometimes. That's the thing about hard drives with moving parts inside. You can actually hear the drives moving. Like you can hear them physically moving inside of the drive. Which is so weird. And it's just the difference between, like, look at this. This is literally the size of a credit card. And that one is like the size of a truck. So it's just wild. And that's why the drives for SSDs, when you get up to 14 terabytes, thousands of dollars, because you're investing in something that's completely different technology. This, I think I paid $250 on a Boxing Day deal for the Seagate 14 terabyte. And I hope I don't regret it. So now you'll see that it looks like this. On Mac, you do see containers. So that's just how the software works. You still see this one up here. Now, I'm extremely anal retentive. You guys know this. So we erased and reformatted it. I'm going to do that again. So I'm actually going to go in, just copy that, Control C, copy. And I'm going to erase and reformat it again. So We went from exFAT, erased and reformatted, to APFS. I'm going to again reformat it on top of APFS. I feel like when you go from something and put it on something, you should erase and reformat it again. So the disk, software is so strange. That's just what I recommend doing. So we're going to go through and erase it again. It went, see, and that's another thing I want to call out. So notice how the first time it was completely rewriting the code and completely rewriting the disk, and it took longer than it did this time. That's because when we went to this format and then erased on top of this format, the language is already still on the same page. So just a little helpful tip I've noticed. It really has made a difference in my life. So many corrupted hard drives. I don't even want to talk about it. SD cards. Oh my gosh, so much corruption. So now that that's done, we have our fresh, and you'll notice that this has 958 gigabytes. When we started out, it had megabytes. So that has Seagate's software shit on there. I don't want any of it. Good riddance. Bye-bye. I only want fresh. So the proper protocol, this is so important. When you're done with an external drive, SSD, SD card, anything that you're plugging in to the side of the computer to read the data and moving it and vice versa, you always, when you're done, in this case, we're done, we're going to eject, and that will sort itself out. Now, when it comes to SD cards, I have corrupted so many SD cards by just shoving them in, ripping them out, putting them in my camera, putting them out. My ritual practice is I will actually, every single time, so if I start this video, I will put my battery in my camera, put my SD cards in, and erase and reformat both cards, and then start filming. I'm done filming, take the card, put it on my computer, transfer the data, go to film again, erase and reformat every single time. So, and that's exactly applicable to, it's just when you bake software on top of software, you can't guarantee it won't corrupt itself. It's just how software works. Now, you guys, we can notice that we clicked eject and it's not ejecting, right? The disk shows that it's off of our home screen, but it's not here. So let's check our work, right? Another helpful tip, if you try to eject a drive and it doesn't eject, it says, oh my gosh, force eject. I'll put the message on the screen that you could get. Don't panic, okay? What you can do in that case, and we're going to do it right now because obviously, you know, it's not working. We're going to click on the Apple logo and click restart, uncheck reopen Windows, and then click restart. Now, I'm not going to do that right now because I want to verify if it's in Finder. So what that tells us, right? We are not seeing the drive in our Finder. So that technically means it's safe to eject. How can we check that a second way without having to restart? Well, we'll go back into disk utility. It still shows the drive is plugged in, even though it doesn't show it in Finder. So what that means is that even though the drive, does it show it's mounted? Not mounted. So that means it is safe to eject. However, it's not letting us do it from the top here. So I'm still going to restart the computer just to play it safe. This is a brand new drive that we've just reformatted. It is an HHD. You kind of have to baby the old technology. It's just how life is 10 years ago, that kind of thing. So I'm going to keep it chill right here. I'm going to stop the recording. So I'm going to stop the recording for our screen record. Okay, take that video and stick it there on my computer, and it worked, thank God. Gonna need that for the video. And then we're going to restart. No, I have dinner with my friend, I told you that. Girl, if you would understand the stress I felt in my heart, I literally clicked restart. We were not getting a restart. I had to literally manually click restart. I also have my disks partitioned on my computer, so that could be why. Excuse me. Okay, so logging in. I'll start the screen recording in a minute. I'm happy I sat down and filmed this because I wasn't going to film anything, and I'm really happy that I did. I always am happy that I did. Okay, VPN off. I'm going to start the screen record. Wait, did I click the right thing? Hold on. Shift Command 5, entire screen record. Guys, I'm out of bubbly. Okay, we're back from the restart. The drive now shows in our Finder, which means that it was unmounted from the restart and successfully mounted again. You can see the picture no longer looks like the Seagate picture. So it changed it to just an external drive, which was what I wanted. Because they ship out these drives with their own software to be ready to plug and play. For me though, I've had so many corruption issues that I would just rather not have it plug and play. I'd rather do it myself. So let's go back into disk utility. We can now see everything still looks the same, I would say. So yeah, we're good. I'm going to eject it from Finder now. And it ejected safely. It's off the screen. In Finder, it shows that it was off as well. We are safe to unplug. So I will unplug it. And then, because it's connected to a power source, also unplug it. And that is how you deal with HHDs. They are pain in the ass compared to SSDs, I will say that much. So back into disk utility. We're now going to go in with our Samsung T7. This is a Shield, by the way. If you guys like how it looks, it's a Samsung T7 Shield. And they call it the Shield because it has this like rubber coating on it. Thank you. And I love it so much. I like the way it feels. It's durable. I can throw this in a bag and not feel like it's going to get hit and stuff. Like, that's why it's shielded. It's kind of like the lacy ones where it has like that rubberized outing. Really impressed. I really cannot say enough good things about this drive. After editing a video off of this and the seconds moving faster than my computer on an M1 Max, I was thoroughly impressed. And I edited 4 videos off one of these guys, 2 terabytes. It's saving my computer storage. I only have 1 terabyte on my computer. This has 2. So being able to like dump stuff on here and edit off here is literally a dream. I could not ask for something better. So C2C drive, nice new one. We're gonna stick her in the side. See how fast this comes up on my computer. Right there. So you can see that this one isn't formatted in any weird format. However, we still have to go in. So you'll see here, it shows it's full. It's really not. You go into here, click erase. Oh, and the other one was formatted even weirder. This one, Windows NT file system. So this one's actually strictly formatted for Windows. And this won't even let me do APFS. It's only macOS extended journaled. So we're gonna actually have to erase and reformat this a few times because there is something weird going on with this one. So fingers crossed we don't get a corruption because of the weird formatting. Okay, so it took the initial format. Please have APFS. What? Here we go. Holy shit pants, you guys. I might actually have to go in and fix that one too. That is so strange. So I'll just explain. So because we went from a Windows, see how in here, how I taught you guys, oh yeah, it's empty. We want to go in here. This looks like it's full. When I go to erase it from here, which is why showing all devices is so important. But when I go in here, I'm not getting anything, nothing. So then I go in here and now I'm getting the name, the format, and the scheme. All of that is so important. So we're going to switch this to GUID. No Windows, nothing. GUID. So that's what it needs to be. This has to be APFS. Excellent. So that looks normal. I'm going to title it, T7 Shield. I want it in all capitals. What color is this? Sand? I don't even know. I'm gonna like do my iPhone flash because I cannot tell what color it is. Cream. I'm gonna call it sand because the other one's called blue. This one's called sand. Okay, sounds good. Let me know when I can leave. Okay, so I'm gonna call it sand. Blue, sand, whatever. T7 Shield, sand, APFS, GUID. I'm just going to copy and paste that because I do want to, you know, have that the same name. So we're going to go erase and fingers crossed. Okay, sounds good. I'll be there then. Perfect. So it did do that successfully. Let's go back down here and just see what it gives us. It still looks odd, so I might have to double check our hard drive. So back up here, we're gonna go to erase, put that back in, APFS GUID, erase. And we're gonna go through a second time. And that should solidify everything. Unmount and mount. Good. This still looks really weird, but I think it is correct at the end of the day. So, yeah. It's not, oh, it is changing the name. It's just, you have to do it from up there. Okay, so that is correct. That's all you need to do with the T7s. They're extremely easy to format. I've been talking, so I'm just going to make sure I do it one more time just to make sure, because I really don't like having to deal with issues. So I always make sure things are perfect, just because plugging in an SD card and it not giving you your data is like a nightmare. It's like literally like, it's like finding out someone in your family was murdered. Like, it's the same reaction. I don't know why I said that. Okay, so that one's good. Let's do an eject. It's out of Finder. It's still here. I'm going to close this. It's out of Finder and it's off the home screen. We're good. So this guy is ready for me to load it up in a few days. I'm running out of space on the blue one, so this one is ready. I'm so happy I'm filming this video. I'm going to stick this here with all the other stuff I need to deal with and get done. Okay, now I'm going to redo the HHD just because I wasn't, something about the SSD showing different information to me isn't enough to be sold that it was done perfectly. So I'm going to re-verify. Okay, now Seagate's plugged in back into disk utility. I want this name, so we're going to Command C to copy it. And I just want to see, just riddle me, color me pink. I just want to see, oh, Seagate 14 terabyte APFS GUID, correct. Erase. I don't know why I want to do it from the top one. I just feel like it is technically correct protocol to go bottom up, but we had a weird situation with both of these, right? Like this one was formatted in Windows. This one was formatted in exFAT. You know, we had to go in multiple times and readjust the entire architecture and coding of the drive. So for me, even though it shows this, it's not good enough for me. I have to make sure that the top one matches. So don't feel weird or guilty or bad if you have to go in multiple times and reformat the drive. You're starting from a fresh point. It's not like there's data on here that you care about. So if you have to format it 50 times, format it 50 fucking times. You know what I mean? Like, no harm, no foul. You would rather have it done perfectly than have something go wrong and then blame yourself, right? At least now if something goes wrong, I can blame myself. But if this Seagate craps out, you know, it plugs into the wall and plugs in here. There's not really, I mean, I guess it's an HHD, right? Like I'd be able to blame the drive failed because it has moving parts as opposed to how I formatted it. So go in at the top one. I'm going to do it a third time just because, again, I am filming a video. I'm talking to you guys. I'm doing this in my own personal real life. It's not just like I'm filming this for content. Like I'm filming this for content and because I'm using it in my real day-to-day life. So it's really important that I make sure it's done properly and perfectly because, I don't know, I just really passionate about this stuff clearly. But okay, so Seagate 14 terabyte APFS GUID, excellent. Oh, I'm so happy I got this done. Perfect. Okay, so we're loading. You can tell this speed difference from the SSD to the HHD. Even though it's minor and it's not, oh, it's like 10 more seconds, whatever. When you're transferring 2 terabytes at a time, it adds up. Like this will take, you know, it's not overtly quick. It's like, you know, a lot, like I mean, I guess if I were to quote it, 30 gigs takes like 6 minutes. So 30 gigs for this would take like 30 minutes, you know? Well, ish. Those are loose numbers, but if you guys want speed tests, there's plenty of videos to find that. So, okay, we are done. I'm gonna eject it from here. It's out of Finder, it's off the screen. We're good to eject. And there you go. End the screen record before I forget. Stick that. I gotta title them. All right, you guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I'm so happy that I filmed this. I shared so much knowledge that I've been wanting to share and that I needed to share. Really, really funny that we had tech issues in a video that I'm teaching you guys how to do this properly. But I think it's also super humbling, and it goes to show that, like, I don't sit here and pretend I know everything. I don't sit here and have everything always perfect in my life, you know? Like, every single day you're faced with certain challenges and certain things that you have to deal with. And at the end of the day, you just deal with them. So I love you guys so much. I really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go head out to my dinner with my best friend, and I love you guys a lot, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.